Welcome to our class on cold waves. How cold waves are declared, what is cold wave, what is wind chill, what is effective minimum temperature for wind chill, then what are cold waves, of course what is frost, what is advection frost, what is radiation frost, etc. We are going to learn in this class. So temperature is essential for the crops, okay, because gases exchange, enzymatic reactions, all are affected by, all are influenced by temperature. That's what we learned in the basic temperature and heat in our Agronomy. Please subscribe to my channel, Agronomy Farmers and Rural. There I have discussed a lot. Now let's go. Let us see what is cold wave, what is the wind chill. Wind chill factor is taken into consideration while declaring the cold wave. Wind chill factor is taken into consideration while declaring the cold wave. Now, how the wind chill effective minimum temperature is defined as wind chill effective minimum temperature is defined as the effective minimum temperature due to wind flow. Say for example, the temperature is 15 degrees centigrade. Wind speed is 10 miles per hour. Wind chill is 10.5 degrees centigrade as far as India Meteorological Department declaration, and from different books what I have referred extensively along with my colleagues, my students, groups of scientists, everything. So this is what we call it as the wind chill. Now, so let us see departure of the wind chill. Departure of the wind chill from normal minimum temperature is from normal minimum temperature from means -5 or -6, lesser than that one, okay, where normal minimum temperature is more than 10 degrees centigrade. If the normal minimum temperature is more than 10 degrees centigrade, from 10 degrees centigrade -5 or -6, that is one situation. In elsewhere, -4 to 5 degrees centigrade. -4 means minus side 4, okay, we should minus it 5. Okay, elsewhere the cold wave is declared. The cold wave is declared based on the wind chill. So that's what is the take home word. Now let's go straight. Wind chill is used to declare the cold wave, and when it is usually lesser than 10 degrees centigrade in the tropical or torrid zone. When it is lesser than 10 degrees centigrade, wind chill is declared. Now also cold wave is declared when wind chill is less than 0 degrees centigrade. Wind chill is less than 0 degrees centigrade, cold wave is declared. How we declare it? A cold wave is declared when wind chill is less than 0 degrees centigrade, irrespective of the normal minimum temperature for those stations of meteorology. Lesser than 0 degree, we declare it. Now, departure of the wind chill. This is the basic word, the wind chill. Okay, departure of the wind chill from normal minimum temperature is departure means negative side, -5 to -6 degrees centigrade, where normal minimum temperature is more than 10 degrees centigrade, okay, and from 4 to 5 degrees centigrade elsewhere it is declared as a severe cold wave. Severe cold waves. So cold waves are declared based on the wind chill depending upon the stations. Of course, as far as India is concerned, during the winter season, December to February, temperatures decrease. This fall in temperature may cause damage to the crop if the temperature drops on freezing or below. Okay, a frost may occur which causes severe damage to crops. Of course, frost damage is because of the solidification of water inside the leaves, stems, aerial parts of the plant, and also from soil parts of the plant. Okay, that's what we call it. I told you the basics. That's why now. So let us go to what is the frost. What is frost? Okay, cold wave, wind chill, we understood. So what is frost? There are usually two types of frost as far as tropical is. Number one is the, of course, advection frost, below freezing point advection, and then the radiation frost we call it as, it is because of the temperature inversion. Okay, frost is a form of condensation that forms on cold objects when the dew point is below freezing. This bit will come in the GRFSR. Below freezing, that is the below freezing point, we call it the frost. Two types, as I said. Of course, advection frost results when below freezing. The radiation frost results when temperature inversion takes place. Instead of rise of temperature, if fall occurs. That's what we call as the temperature inversion. This is what I have taken from my book, Principles and Practice of Disaster Management. Now, so during the dormancy, say for example, during the dormancy, plants can withstand lower temperatures, no doubt. In Russia, the wheat is sown, dormancy, wheat is sown, snow is covered. So that is the example I have taken here. During the dormancy, plants can withstand lower temperatures up to minus 20 degrees. I saw virtually when. So once the snow is melted, the crop will come like a wheat crop. So that's why. Once growth has commenced, temperatures of few degrees below freezing point may be fatal. Of course, the cell sap gets frozen below 0 degrees centigrade, as also between the cells, within the cells. This is what I explained in the basics. Please go to the basics class. There I have explained to you. Extracellular ice formation occurs followed by withdrawal of water from the cell. Withdrawal of water from the cell. I have explained that. Now, so the protoplasm may become dehydrated while brittle. Okay. Protoplasm may become dehydrated. This is very simple and brittle, resulting in the mechanical damage, or cell may contract and damage the protoplasm. This is what I had explained in the basics of agriculture disaster management basics. Please see there. Now, so how to manage the advection frost? Advection frost is below freezing point. For protection of most field crops, the only satisfactory solution, only satisfactory solution is advection freezing is to avoid it as far as possible by planting after the damage is past. We should avoid mitigation, of course, adaptation. Two techniques different are there. First thing is avoid that particular period. That's number one. By selecting varieties which will mature before the beginning of the risk. This bit will come. Advection frost, avoid a variety which would pass through that particular phase. Advection frost, that is the best solution. Impact of radiation frost. This is the radiation frost. Both the advection frost and radiation frost have almost same damage. What is radiation frost? Average impact of radiation frost. Of course, radiation frost, how it occurs, I had explained that. Now, please understand. Now, so what is the impact? Arrange for smoking nearby the fields to protect the crop. Arrange for smoking. I have conducted one excellent field experiment. I have published a paper. Also, smoke technique worked wonderfully in my experiment on paddy nurseries. This is how. Arrange for smoking nearby the field. During the evening hours, wipe out the water droplets by pulling the rope. Wipe out the water, by pulling the rope, both sides. This is the technique that I have used in my experiment. The damage due to radiation frost differs from the freezing damage in degrees, and it's of course a spotty occurrence. It is very easy to identify. Almost closer to, even though it is closer to nitrogen deficiency, we can identify the frost damage. The radiation frost damage is critical during the critical stages of growth. For every crop, there are critical stages. Any radiation frost occurs during the critical stages, it is fatal. Now, so young seedlings may be killed. That's what in my. You just go and type. Dr. Ph.D Murthy or Radha Murthy, technology for rice seedlings. You will find all these points. So flowering stage is most prone. Crops like potato, tomato, and melons are vulnerable right up to maturity. For most field crops and orchard crops, flowering stage is the most critical for frost damage. So frosty nights followed by warm sunny days produce a sun clad on the orchid plants. Of course, considerably reducing their production. Of course, these are the impacts of radiation frost. Now, so how we can manage the management of the radiation frost? It is very easy to manage radiation frost by following certain things like this. The management of radiation frost can be grouped into passive methods and active methods. What are the passive methods? Clean cultivation. Number one, clean cultivation means you should keep field as clean as possible. Plant selection, that is the varietal selection. Maintenance of soil moisture. Intercropping. Nutrient management. Pest management. Proper pruning. Trunk painting. Soil covers. Wrapping plants with insulating material and enclosing the basal part of the plant, proper site selection. This is the best thing. Proper site selection is the best one. Choice of growing season, breeding of cold resistant varieties. These are the passive methods. The above methods can be followed even for advection first. Also, the passive methods do not involve any modification of the environment. This is the basis. Now, what are the active methods? The active methods of frost protection are of heaters. We use the heaters. Okay, if an orchard is there, just you heat it. So that's the first one. Wind machines. Heater is there, wind machine is there. Okay, sprinkling of the water. Simply, temperature of the leaves is, say for example, 5 degrees centigrade. If you take the water of 25 or 30 degrees centigrade, so then average temperature rises, frost protection is done. Following weather forecast, surface irrigation, furrow irrigation, foam insulation. So these are the active techniques. That's what I would like to say as far as cold waves are concerned. Now we just continue our class with heat waves in the next class. Thank you very much.